Hello, 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 everybody. How y'all doing this afternoon, this evening? Hope everybody is tuned in and ready to talk strategy. Because I'm ready to talk some strategy to help you. Go ahead and click on StreamYard/Facebook so I can see your comments and your name. Never know, I might put your beautiful face on screen if you're not camera shy. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Keisha. How you doing? This is Miss Keisha, everybody. I love that smart lady. She is one smart chick, I tell you. And beautiful and getting ready to get married and all that good stuff. I know, Keisha, I just put you on the spot. I'm sorry. I love you. All right, we're going to wait like 5 more minutes because I really want to I kind of sent this out on short notice, but I kind of want to get, Keisha, I'm going to keep your beautiful face on my StreamYard, okay? Kind of want to get, everybody on here since I was like sending this out short notice. No, I was trying to give people the opportunity to like get off work, you know? Yeah, doing things on sure. But go ahead and share. This is streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here in like 2 more minutes. Thank you, Keisha, for letting me display your beautiful face. I love me some Keisha, y'all. All right, come on in, come on in. Yeah, you my fave too, girl. Ain't gonna tell nobody, it's a big secret. It's really not, but yeah, but you know. Okay, we got it. All right, let's get started. Okay, so sorry for the short notice. Sorry, but not sorry. Because I have fantastic news. Okay, so I don't know how many of you know, but President Biden, and I know, some people don't like him, some people do. I really don't care. What I do care about is that he is releasing millions of dollars for small businesses, and especially certified women-owned small businesses, to create jobs. So do you know what that means? That's really big for our company here, because not only do we get to certify you, but we get to employ you, right? Okay, so yeah, that's like over millions of dollars. Oh, well, and then you're going to have that negative Nancy to say, how you know you guaranteed to get that? How I know? Because I'm a certified women's business owner. So that's how I know. Not to brag, not to boast, but that gives me an opportunity to sow into the kingdom. So I want you to kind of look at it from a perspective of good and great, because you get an opportunity to give back. So with that being said, let's talk about your strategy. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what your plans are for the next couple of months. Some of you, I understand you're in a type of financial situation because you're just coming back from COVID. Jobs are just opening up, which is a great thing, because that gives you opportunity. So with opportunity comes open doors. How do you know that, Denise? Because I have seen it happen and I know it works. So I have my beautiful friend Keisha on here on the screen, who says hi everyone, and she can validate 100% what I'm talking about, because in this industry of medical billing and coding, project management, anything in healthcare is going to be there. It is going to be there. Why? Because you always have people who are not feeling well, who are sick, who are in the hospital. And guess what you have to do? You have to bill and code their claims. Now, where a lot of people get mixed up, and I've heard this over the last couple of weeks, is in coding. They think it has a lot to do with math. So I want to kind of ease you up on that, and I kind of want to tell you that that's not what it is. It is actually a code strategically given in the medical field to identify maybe a body part or a disease, or just diagnose a symptom. That's what a diagnosis is. That's what coding is. So in that aspect of that, I am training you, or my team, or a member of my team will be training you on how to bill, how to code. You will be in a live environment, so you will get hands-on experience in a system, in our system. You will get to actually see what a claim form looks like electronically and paper, and you'll learn how to complete that field step by step. No joke. The class is intense, but it is so worth it. Anybody, I'm telling you, anybody can learn it. Now, 8 weeks, you're in a course with my team. They are training you. They are teaching you. They are strategically taking you through this course. And they are showing you the ins and outs, what your employer will be looking for. Okay? So strategically, after 8 weeks, you say, now what? So my team says, okay, we have this 2-year contract, because guess what? We are a certified women's owned business. We have this contract coming up that we have to fill all these people and get them employed. You're certified. What happens next? You get employed. You get a job. You can work from home. You can work from the office. Your choice. But the fact of the matter is that you have a steady income coming into your household for your families, to provide for your family. So let's talk about strategy. Let's talk about that, because some people avoid the fact of wanting to talk about things live, and I get it. So let's deviate from live and let's go to a one-on-one consultation. So on this consultation, you will be with me and a member of my team, and we are going to talk about your strategy. We're going to talk about how to get you certified, and we're going to talk about how to get you your job and what you're going to be doing on that job. We're going to give you strategy. We're going to give you details. We are going to show you and train you and educate you on the do's and don'ts. So when you work for companies and you see them do things all the wrong way, then you want to teach people how to do things the compliant and right way, right? So by doing so, you have to have the right team. You have to have the right strategy. You have to have the knowledge. You have to have the know-how. So shoot me out a question and I'm going to give you an answer. Ask me whatever you want to. Whatever, just ask me, because it is important that you take care of your families. It is important that you have a sustainable income. The Bible says you are to leave a legacy for your children's children. So what are you leaving? I know when I'm leaving for my children's children, I got three grandbabies, two granddaughters, one grandson. And I declare and I decree over their life that they will sure enough be millionaires before grandma leaves this earth. So I'm just saying, it's biblical principles in medical billing and coding that you can do and take with you anywhere, any state. Doesn't have to be in Alabama, doesn't have to be in California, doesn't have to be in Texas. You can travel, your choice. And I know you get tired of me talking about it, but I want to help you. I want to help you have sustainable income, and I want you to be able to enjoy your life without having the burden on your shoulder of saying, I don't know how I'm going to pay this. I don't know how I'm going to make it. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay? So, I got Lakeisha on my screen here, and I am going to invite her into the live environment. And Lakeisha is going to share with you all her experience. Lakeisha is certified. She didn't get certified through me, but she has been certified and she has worked with me. So she knows the strategy. So I'm going to bring you in, Keisha. Hold on. And we're going to talk about strategies, and we're going to talk about what you like, what you don't like. We're just going to keep it real, and we're going to keep it transparent, because you need to know. You need to know. Okay? I'm going to send you this link, Keisha. So once you click on the link, then I'll be able to bring you in live. I know I put you on the spot, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I love you. I'm just waiting for Keisha to join, and we're going to talk about this. I mean, we're going to be transparent so you'll know what to do. And then we're going to talk about project management, and we're going to talk about some of those strategies because those help you in everyday life. So what are you using in your everyday life strategies? What project strategies are you using in your everyday life, whether it be personal, whether it be business? My clients and I follow a whole plan that constitutes projects and how to manage them in your everyday life, in your business life. How do you put that together? How do you strategize? How do you plan those sessions? So I'm bringing Keisha on. Hey, Keisha.
Hi.
I put her on the spot, y'all. Sorry. She's so pretty, huh? Look at her. So, Keisha. So, let's talk about it. Let's be real. Let's talk about what people should expect going into the medical billing and coding field.
I mean,
What did you expect when you went in?
for one, I expected everybody to be as professional as I was, but they wasn't. Um, and it's kind of hard to work with people that's not as professional as you are
Yeah,
because it makes it harder on you. So
yeah,
if you're trained right, trained properly, and take pride in what you do, you will love it. Because
yeah,
I love what I do. Like I literally love it.
yeah. And what's one thing that you love about it?
Billing correctly.
Right,
and
right.
don't have
And what?
and don't having to do aging.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So Keisha said billing correctly. Billing correctly means compliantly, means that you can't tell me that I need to slap a code on a claim to get paid because I want to get that money in the door. I gotta
Correct.
be billing compliantly. I got to know that what I'm billing for is exactly what that patient had services for, correct?
Correct.
Now let's talk about that. So let's talk about how you handle situations when they come up in the billing and coding world and you are asked to identify if the bill is correct with the right codes. How do you handle that?
I would go in and look and make sure it was billed correctly. I
Mm-hmm.
would look in their chart and make sure, hey, if they have a joint injection, I'm gonna
Right,
look and see did they have left or right, or if they
right.
had bilateral, and I'm gonna add the correct modifier and bill it correctly. Because if not, if you leave off the correct modifier, it's gonna deny.
Thank you for that clarity. Now, modifiers is another thing that is trained to you. So, a member of our team is going to be training you on how to appropriately apply modifiers. They are important. You just don't apply a modifier to a claim so you can get that additional reimbursement. That is so fraudulent. Yes, I said it. It is. It is fraudulent. You do not apply it because you know you get additional reimbursement. So let's talk about um, a situation here for people to know what they're getting into in the medical billing and coding world. What do you think, Keisha, is the most rewarding thing in this field? I read your mind there. I know what you wanted to say, but you can't say it yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But we just being real. I know what she was gonna say though. But go ahead.
I mean, it's just basically me is having a good trainer
Mm-hmm.
and a good boss and
Yep.
someone that's gonna make sure that you on the right track and you're doing everything correctly. Because if not, I done seen where a lot of people let certain people slide with different stuff, and it fall back on the best trainer or best ability they have.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when I train, I want all my people to be on the same page, not just
Right,
one.
right. Right,
Like,
exactly.
I
And
want
that's
my whole
important.
team to I want my whole team to eat. Like, we all gonna get this together.
Right. Right. And that's important because if you're not on the same page and you got John Hancock going to the left and you going to the right, and you're supposed to be trained on the same level doing the same thing, it won't work because you're going to have Jack over here saying one thing and Jill over here saying another, and you're not matching up. Your knowledge base is all wrong because now you went into competition mode instead of doing billing and coding the right way. So okay, so if somebody were to just get into the healthcare field, this is their first time going into medical billing and coding, what would you tell them?
Always pay attention to your notes. Take notes.
Yeah,
And if they give you a billing manual, make sure you look in that billing manual before you ask questions.
yeah.
Because
Very important.
if I make your billing manual, it's gonna be, you won't have to ask a question. You gonna know.
So, and that's true. I mean, you got to take notes. You got to do some work. Why would you want to pay money for to be getting certified on anything or be in a job, in corporate America and you don't take notes? I mean,
Right.
you don't even know like what a billing manual is. You don't know what that look like. You don't know what to expect. And you're expecting that trainer or that person who is training you and giving you their knowledge because they are giving you knowledge. And you are expecting them to give you the answers. And that's not how it works because then you're going to feel bad that you get on a job and you don't know what to do because you didn't write anything down that your trainer told you to. You just went all willy-nilly out there and you said, I got this. This is so simple. And then you get to the job and you freeze up and you don't know anything. And then they end up in your probationary period saying, we're going to have to let you go because unfortunately you were not the right fit.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we train you the right way with a manual so you can take notes. We actually give you homework, we give you quizzes. So we want feedback. We want to know that what we're training you, you are actually learning it. Okay? So let's talk about Keisha. What futurely, I know you have a 5-year, 10-year plan. Futurely, what is it that you have always wanted to do, even if it's not in the medical billing and coding field? I think you froze.
Yeah, the screen had froze.
Oh, sorry.
Say that again, because the screen had froze. Honey.
Okay, so your 5-year, 10-year plan, what does that look like? Does that look like you owning your own business? What does that look like for you?
Yes, most definitely.
That's awesome. So, and even before then, because you can take this field and make it your own, and you can like have your own clients, you can tweak it how it best fit you. You can make this your own, you can add to it, whatever. I mean, so a part of the training is that you get that education. So just say, for example, Keisha decides tomorrow that she just gonna start her own company. Well, she could do that because she has the knowledge base, she has the certification, and plus I'll back her up. And she would know what to do. I mean, she wouldn't be out there on a limb not knowing, right? So that's what we do. That's what we do. We help you get on track. We give you a project management plan starting off. And we say, for example, Keisha, this is how we're going to start your plan. We're going to start you out in medical terminology. You've never done healthcare before, so we want to know, how sharp are you on your medical terms? We want to know that if a doctor comes in and you see an order in the patient's chart, would you know how to read it using medical terms? So we show you how to do all that because that's important. And then we show you how to bill. We show you what claim forms look like. We show you all these different strategies and all this different technology and education that you can use to better yourself. Now, Keisha, tell me, on a personal level, how does this affect you with your family, with them cute boys?
Actually, it doesn't, because I'm able to take, like, this is like literally the first thing I done did where I was able to take them to school and pick them up and still have my evening with them. I mean, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes, yes. So sometimes it's not an 8 to 5. Sometimes it's 8 to 4:30, and sometimes you'll get a boss that's flexible. They'll work with your hours because they know you have kids. It just depends. However, when you're getting certified, and especially if the company that you're getting certified through, you know they're going to hire you because you put every effort into your certification classes, then you can't lose. I mean, your family is going to be taken care of. You don't have to worry about childcare because, hey, you're working from home. All you got to do is like shoot a message over, hey, I got to go get my child from school. I'll be back on the clock, blah, blah, blah. You know, just for example. So, Keisha, thank you. I really appreciate you
You're
joining
welcome.
me. And if you can leave the audience with something, what would that be?
Well, it would be, I think y'all should jump on this because this is a great opportunity, and you're going to love Miss Denise as, as
She
well as
is being
myself.
too modest. She is being too modest. She is. She is being too good to me, y'all. I don't know what she's talking about. But I have worked with Keisha, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our experience. Um, when I first met Keisha, we were working on this job together. And I happened to sit with her one day. So Keisha will tell you I'm a nuisance. So when I go into a company, the first thing I'm looking at is their numbers, right? And I want to see what's going on. I can see, thank you, God, for showing me how to see things through numbers. So I can see if you cheating, I can see if you stealing, I can see it through your numbers. I can tell if you got lazy workers, if they are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, if you got stuff just sitting out there chilling, over inflating your AR, I can see it through your numbers. So I asked like 50,000 questions when I first started working with Keisha. Why is this happening? Who's doing this? And okay, why are you doing that? And why? I mean, okay, come on. Processes and procedures, guys. We got to have them because they make a difference when you are working with people who are not organized. When you're working with people who don't take notes, when you're working with people who just want to get a paycheck, it matters. It matters. So, I'm asking my 50,000 questions, and I go over to Keisha, and she's working on this spreadsheet manually in an electronic generation. And I said, are you hand keying all that in? Yeah, my face was just like that, wasn't it? Really? And she was like, yes, ma'am. And I'm like, dang, she's saying, yes, ma'am. I'm going to be, oh, I'm going to look old. So I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. So then I'm thinking like, but we're electronic. So why do you have to manually key? This is what I'm talking about, putting things in place. Because if you don't have an electronic EMR that can do these things for you, again, you are wasting money in your company. You are wasting money. You're wasting precious talent, and you just put effort in a full-time employee to manually key things in when you can hire somebody at $8 an hour to do data entry. I'm just saying. So then I'm asking my 50,000 questions, and I go sit with Keisha. Keisha is training. So I'm going to tell you, just from my experience, how detailed she is. So she takes you step by step, very detailed. If you say, I don't understand, she backs up and explain it to you in a different way. I love that, because when I'm training, that's how I do it. Because you have to understand what you're doing, because if you don't understand what you're doing, you will never want to pursue this career. You will think it is too hard, and it's not. So, that's why I like to bring on surprise guests, because they will actually tell you stuff without me telling them what to say. And you'll get hands-on for yourself, knowledge base from somebody who is working in a totally different company doing medical billing and coding, what their experiences is like. So then, so in the training, when you're training somebody, yes, it can be intimidating sometimes, but the intimidation does not come from the person. The intimidation comes from you not wanting to ask questions. You have to ask questions, guys. You have to get an understanding. The word of God says, in all things, get an understanding. You have to get an understanding of what you're doing. You're setting yourself up for failure. You can't blame somebody for setting you up for failure when you're not asking questions and you're not writing it down. Remember, Keisha stated, you have to take notes. You have to. It's important. Even if you have a manual, you still write your own notes. So like me and Keisha, I know from working with her, we are visual people and hands-on people. So what makes it really unique, if you're not either, is that you can comprehend what we're saying either way. So if you're a hands-on person and you're training in our billing system, then you'll be able to get into that system as we're going through the manual and say, oh, that's what that field means. Oh, this is what that means. And it's very, very strategic, and it's very educational. So you'll leave that spot not worried at all about your next steps, but you'll be so assured that you're doing things the right way. So Keisha, your experience in a medical billing and coding school coming out, what was your biggest concern?
When I did go to school, it was more of coding when
Yeah.
I went to school. But then when I started where I'm at now, it was more billing. So I actually had to learn. I actually didn't even get fully trained. I actually learned on my own. And
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's why I say it's important to take notes, because you get different updates just about every day from different insurances. And
Yeah.
if you're not keeping up with those updates, you're gonna be lost.
Yeah. Right. Right. And that's important. And that's another thing. And I'm glad Keisha hit on that. Another thing that we teach in our training program is what websites to go to get that billing knowledge. Where can I find on cms.gov that it tells me I can bill this, or I can bill for that type of service, or I'm going to get paid for that type of service. We talk about fee schedules and all this good stuff. So you'll know where the money is coming from, right? Not only that, Keisha, when you finished, was it any type of fear of not getting a job?
No.
No. See? So Keisha had no fear. Okay, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, that's just Keisha. Okay, that's anybody. If you are educated the right way, if you are trained the right way, you will not fear getting a job in this arena because it is fantastic. I'm telling you, 27 years of this is still fantastic to me because you get to do so much. And not only that, you get to learn different styles in different hospitals. Every hospital is not acute care. Every physician office is just not a regular physician office. There are federally qualified healthcare centers. There are regular primary care physician offices. There are acute hospitals. There are critical access hospitals. It just depends. But what you learn from all of that is how to bill all of that. You're not just going to be shown how to bill on a 131 type of bill and not know what a 771 type of bill is. You're going to learn all of that. It is a great career path to go into. It's just about who trained you. It's just about who the source is that is giving this to you. I know there are a lot of colleges out there. I know there are a lot of companies out there that are training, but I always get, Keisha, is I can't even find a job. Why is that?
Not trained right.
Right. Like, did you take notes while you was in school? Like, what happened? Like what? Did you get cliquish? And that's another thing. You can't be cliquish in school. You can't be cliquish on a job because time that person get mad at you, then they're going to think that everything you taught them was not right. And that's not right. So I'm glad that our team gets to show you online courses because that way it's not cliquish. You're not actually around a whole bunch of people telling you, I'm a quit or discouraging you, so whatever. Anyways, so Keisha, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. I'm glad I get to see your beautiful face today. And so the promotion that I am doing until August 1st is if you join between now and then, the class is only $500.
Y'all better get on that.
Keisha, how much did you pay when you went?
In all, 14,000.
Oh, she said 14,000. I'm only charging 500. What's wrong? Now, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I want people to have an opportunity. It's not because I want you to go broke or she crazy. Ain't no way. It is just no way. Now you heard it for yourself. Keisha paid $14,000 and she is getting what I'm training. She has gotten what I am training for $500. 500. And that's just till August 1st. So when these classes turn around to be $20,000 and you get to use your FAFSA or some other ways of financial means to do this, what are you going to do? I mean, this is something that don't have to sit on your credit report.
Right.
Unless you're rich and you can pay $14,000. This is something that don't have to sit on your credit report. And I'm doing this only because I want to see you get a career. I want to see you prosper and all things prosper. And that's for a limited time. So Keisha, tell them, hey, what is $500 compared to
Right.
14,000? That's
Yeah.
a steal.
Yes. Y'all better hop on it.
Well, anyway, so even if you don't, it's fine. It is fine because I understand everybody does not want to go into this field. I get that. But what field are you in? What is your strategy? I want to hear what is your strategy? What are you doing besides sitting on your couch looking at Steve Harvey? And I love Family Feud myself. What are you doing? What are you doing? Besides making a difference, getting educated, or maybe you want to do my project management course. My project management course is way more than that, and we can talk about that offline. But I'm just saying, do you want to leave getting certified, going to a school online, getting education and training, and then end up at the end of that training getting certified and getting a job? I mean, that's a steal. I wish it would have been that price for me when I got certified, because I'm telling you, I would have jumped on it if somebody would have offered that to me.
Yes.
If I, hey, but to each his own. We love you the same. Thank you, Keisha, again for joining.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
thank you. I really appreciate your honesty and being transparent. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's
You can,
fine.
you can slap me later. But Keisha, it's an honor. And thank you so much. We'll talk soon. And hope you enjoy your night.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
All right. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to talk. We're going to have questions and answers. Q&A session is up. So put your questions in the comments. If you want me to bring you on screen so you can ask your questions, I will do that also. You just shoot me a message and we can do that. Remember, $500 compared to 14,000. I don't know. Yeah, and I broadcasted that live because you have to understand that it is not about me making money. It is about you getting education and getting a job. Simple as that. I showed stats from Indeed on what you should be making as a medical biller and coder, and it's not $10 an hour. It's not $11 an hour. It starts at 15. Certified, sometimes 18. It just depends on also your years of experience. But you're leaving the program with experience because you get hands-on training in class. Any questions before we disconnect? I think I have held up enough of your time on tonight. I really appreciate you joining. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you want to email me, let me just put that on the screen. Want to go to the website, that's fine. But if you want to email me because you have more questions or you want to see what that curriculum looks like, then just shoot me over an email. It is 8 weeks. It is scheduled on your time, not mine. because I'm not going to always be the one that is training you. I do have other staff that can train this the way I train it, and even better. So, I mean, it's up to you. I love you all the same. I'm glad you could join, like, and share this video, because it is somebody out there that would like to have a career in doing so. And I would love to have them have that career, for them to be better for them and for their families. Education, training is all out there. Oh, and before we go, I just wanted to show this little clip here. This is what President Biden has for his priority. Will be for Black, Latino, Asian, and Native American owned small businesses, women owned business, and finally having equal access to resources needed to reopen and rebuild. So it's over $1 million sitting out there, because I do government contracting as well, sitting out there for women-owned businesses like myself to not only certify you, but to also give you employment opportunity. All right. So I just wanted to share that little spiel right there. You can also Google that, because it is out there. You can Google that and see that. I know a lot of you don't like President Biden. I get it. I'm not going there. But I'm just saying, for my company, for our company, it will go back into kingdom building. That's all I'm concerned about. I want people to be educated and knowledgeable of things. So it goes into kingdom building. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Love you bunches. Have a good night. Bye.